So let's say that the learning for you is to learn to never sell yourself short and to pursue your interests and your passions and really live your dreams no matter how different or out there they might seem. So let's say this is the learning. Now let's explore sabotaging patterns that might be preventing you from really getting and integrating that learning on all levels. So let's say that when you were much younger and you were in elementary school, you had to do a project and you decided to approach this project a little differently. You decided to kind of think outside the box and come at it from an unusual angle. Now, let's say that your teacher wanted you to do it a very specific and rigid way, but that's not what you wanted to do, so you tried something else. Now, you put all this work into it and then you turned it in, and the teacher got really upset at you and gave you an F. So then you went home to your parents and you told them that you got the F, and then let's say your dad just blew up at you, started screaming and yelling at you and said, listen, it is not okay to fail. Failure is not okay. And then let's say he punished you in some way. From that experience, from that incident, you learned that it is not okay to fail. Now, this can become an energy that stays inside you as a belief and really prevents you from, as an adult, trying things that you might really want to do, but you're worried about failing. So this is how a pattern, a sabotaging pattern, in this case a belief, can prevent you from really getting whatever the lesson is, whatever the soul lesson is. In this case, to just learn to not sell yourself short and really live your dreams and pursue your interests, no matter how different or strange they might seem, or how out of the norm they might seem. Let's look at another pattern that could be preventing you from fully getting and integrating this particular learning. So let's say that when you were younger, you had a group of friends, and these friends were pretty mainstream, and you had some interests that were a little bit more eclectic, a little different, and at one point when you raised these interests with your social circle, they judged you very harshly, very negatively, and made fun of you, and you felt really bad, and it felt really bad, and you started to worry that they would even potentially reject you, and you wouldn't have these friends anymore if you continued to do these things and talk about them with your friends. So you're in a little bit of what we call a double bind situation. It's kind of like a catch-22. And basically, it's like if you were to get what you wanted, which was to be able to really enjoy and pursue these different interests you have, things would turn out even worse, because then you could lose your entire social circle, right? Now, let's say this pattern continued into adulthood, and now you're thinking about actually creating a whole separate career in some of these interests and passions that you have that aren't necessarily mainstream. But now you're again worried about jeopardizing and losing your social circle, which is so important. So you're kind of stuck. You're in this stuck situation, and we call it a double bind, but it's really like a catch-22, right? So this is how this sabotaging pattern could also prevent you from fully getting and integrating the soul lesson of basically to never sell yourself short, to pursue your dreams, to live your dreams, no matter how different they are from what other people consider normal. If you're passionate about it, you can't sell yourself short, right? So let me give you another example.